Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's not quite 12 o'clock yet, but I thought I would just get set up just before 12 o'clock, just in case there was any technical problems. I just didn't want what happened last week or the week before where everything just went wrong. So we'll just wait for people to come in. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good week and people have been doing some colouring. I know I have been doing some colouring. So, and I've filmed a couple of videos this week as well. So I've done my July completed pages and I've also done my August plans. So those videos will get released on Tuesday and Thursday. So yeah, it's been quite a busy week. I've also had a week off work, and me and Chris just decided to have that week to ourselves, and we've done some lovely things together. So on Monday, my new bookshelf got delivered, so we were just building that, and then obviously as we were moving furniture around, we did a spring clean of the living room. And then I organised all my new books onto my bookshelf. And then on Tuesday, we went to Hollingworth Lake. And then on Wednesday, we went to Knaresborough and got some beautiful pictures alongside some really nice vanilla slices and almond croissants. Those were really tasty. What else did we do? Thursday we just had a chiller day, and then Friday I went out for lunch with my mum and my Auntie Janet, as it was my Auntie Janet's birthday. Yesterday I had my hair done, and then I went to the cinema to watch Odyssey, and we went out for some food, and then today I've just had a chiller day. So yeah, that's what I have been doing. So it is. We've still got a minute or so. My mum's saying that she's found the Leon's Journey buddy colouring page. Way! Well done, Mum. Told you we were in that book. So, in my July's plans, I am wanting to get back into Leon's Journey and colour a page for the Leon's Journey group, but also it doubles down as a page for Joe's Dogs versus Cats. So you'll see that in my July completed pages video coming up this week. Yeah, there's quite a lot going on. Okay, so it is now 12 o'clock, so I'm going to get started. So thanks everyone for joining and also coming to watch my live stream. I really appreciate it. And hello. So this is episode 3 of page hopping in Tiny Tales, and so far we've done quite a bit. So what I have is I have a spinning wheel on my iPad which is in front of me, and then that has prompts. So I colour the prompt and then spin the wheel again, and then we move on. So if anyone, Mom, can you keep tabs for me please in terms of how many little things that I manage to do? I'll try and do it myself, but it gets a bit crazy. So Mom's gonna, I hope my mum will say yes if she can do my tabs. Now my mum did something special for me this week, but I do need to rearrange it as it's dropped a bit. And it was a thing that I did a while back. It was a colouring page, and I also wrote a poem. So, and she wrapped it up for me, but I think I'm just going to have to rearrange it and tape it a little bit. So I'm just waiting for that to pop on the screen. I don't know if you'll be able to see it all because I've got a lot on my desk. But this is a page that I coloured a while back, and then my mum's just printed the page out and then printed the poem out as well. So I will read out the poem because the last line is, as I said, it's dropped down a bit and I need to rearrange it. But it says, the poem is called Heart of Jewels, and it says, your heart is a treasury cut from ancient light, a gemstone forged under pressure, yet gleaming all the brighter for every storm it survived. It holds opal soft beauty, colours shifting with your truth, never asking permission to glow in its own wild way. It carries the strength of sapphire, deep blue and unbreakable, a calm that refuses to shatter even when the world trembles. And at its core lies diamond resilience, not because it is flawless, but because every fracture became a facet that captures the sun. Your heart is a jewel box of victories, a constellation of polished scars, proof that beauty is not delicate and strength is not silent. You shine because you were shaped by fire. So I'll try and move. I can't move it anymore because of everything that that is on my desk. But yeah, it's A3 size. And if you do want to see that properly, just hop over to my Instagram. But yeah, she's printed it off for me and framed it, which was really, really nice of her to do. And I really like it. And I am going to find a place for it. So I just wanted to showcase that because it was special. So my mum's put, what have you done to it? It's just dropped, Mum. Like the paper's just dropped down into the frame. All I need to do is bring it back up, and I might just like get some blue tack behind it so it stays in place. It's the paper's just shifted. That's what happens. Okay. So I am going to get the wheel up and make a start. So the first prompt is dig. Okay, I don't know why that is on there. Hey Sarah, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. So the first prompt is dig, so I'm going to have to find something that is digging, I guess. I think like when I flipped through the book, I saw like a man with shovels digging away, so let's find that. We're a bit on the quiet side today, and I think that might be because I missed last week. The weather's nice, people are out and about, so we'll just see how it goes. It might be a quiet live stream, which is not a problem. But yeah. Hi Sarah. I've got 2 Sarahs in the room. What have you guys been doing this week? Anything interesting? What's been your plans? Have you coloured anything good? I've made a start on my Fantasy World page for Joe's collab. Hi Jess. Good to see you. I'm just trying to find the prompt of dig. I might have to respin that because I don't know where I got that from. I can't find anything with that prompt, which is odd. Got to flip through the whole book to find it, and there probably is something, I just haven't caught it. Ooh, what book did you order, Sarah? Yeah, I'm gonna respin. Rubber donut. Okay. It's coming up with some right weird stuff. It's not coming up with stuff that I want. It never does it? It's like, oh, we'll just actually flip. Well, I'll just actually get something really difficult for you. It's like, okay, thank you. So Sarah's been house and dog sitting. I hope you took your colouring with you, Sarah. I know I've been chatting to you, so I know you did, but... Did you manage to get much done? So we are looking for a rubber donut. I think there's a pool. Ah, found one. Yeah. Oh! Sarah says she's ordered Tiny Tales. Yeah, I really like it. It's just going to be... It's just my page hopping book for my live streams. So I'm hoping that I will eventually get a page coloured. I might try something different today. If I get a page that I like, I might just colour that whole page. I don't know. We'll see. So I am thinking, because the water's going to be blue, shall we... He's a boy. So I'm thinking, shall we do the... Oh, what about a fluorescent orange rubber donut? Yeah, that looks fun, doesn't it? And Sarah is making her son a sausage butter. I've just had a bacon butter because, like, I didn't want my stomach growling on live stream again. Like, it's just uncomfortable. Have you shared your fave page from last week? Oh, no, I forgot about that, Jess, to be honest. But all my books are downstairs. So, and I don't know which one I have of last week because I didn't really colour much because, like, I was out and about a lot. So I actually don't have one this week, unfortunately. But I will do it next week because I'm going to be colouring a lot quite this week. So yeah, I forgot about that. But oh yeah, so it's because Sarah's being house sitting, when you go away you can only take a certain amount of things with you, can't you? I know when I go on holiday I'm like, what shall I take with me? So I have to plan carefully because you can't take everything. Even though you want to, you can't take everything. And I think it's going to be more harder on a plane. So, like, obviously if I'm driving, I can kind of pack my alcohol markers, a few books, some pencils, my gel pens. But in terms of, you know, you can't take your whole collection with you, which is difficult. And then, you know, if you go abroad, you're even more limited, aren't you? So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is probably take my polychromos, just because they work on pretty much any paper. You know, I'm not planning on going abroad this year, so we're going to probably use the funds that we did save for a holiday and go somewhere next year with that. But yeah, it is difficult, but it is nice because then you've got the options. When you're at home, you've got the options to use what you want. Oh, Sarah said she's done the elephants and she's posted it on her Insta. I'll check that out after my live stream, Sarah. I love elephants and I'm really wanting to get... I want the prompt to tell me, like, I want the prompt to pick an elephant so I can colour an elephant. I think, like, because RJ Hampson has a lot of books, like, I'm not too fussed if this isn't my neatest, because I know it's on live stream and chatting to you guys, hanging around with you guys is important as well. So I'm not fussed that this is not going to be my neatest work that I can do, if that makes sense. Like, I think filming a colour along is different just because you can concentrate a bit more and you can also edit out, like, you can edit out the long pauses so people don't think you're pausing, but actually when you're concentrating, when you're filming a colour along, you can edit those long pauses out and then it just looks like you are chatting. But also I guess people can tell because of the progress that you make, or you leave them in. I don't think I edited much out of my last colour along, to be honest. But yeah, I think the problem, going back to my favourite page, I think the problem with my favourite page this week, I'm going to be doing a lot of collaborations. So I know 2 I can't share. Jess is fine with us sharing the Romantic Country 3 collaboration. So yeah. Oh, do you know what I didn't think about? That he's a tiger and he's going to be orange. Why didn't I think about that before I coloured the donut? Oh well, it's just going to have to be a darker orange. It can match his rubber donut. Right, let's spin the wheel again. Come on, pick something good for me. Oh, we've got another Tasmanian Devil. So I should be able to flick to my Tasmanian Devil page somewhere, because there was a second Tasmanian Devil on that page, and then we might just finish that page, to be honest. Let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. Just put my little plastic thing behind. I wish you know, like my alcohol markers came with this plastic sheet, and it's super useful because it's reusable. But I wish did a bigger square one, which would be more useful for the cute and cozy books. Because at the minute I just use lined paper, but I might see if I can get a reusable one, because it's just a waste of paper otherwise, and I feel sorry for the trees. Don't you pick out pool floats to match your skin colour? Jess is saying, what do you mean, Jess? Like as in? No, when you go swimming? No, I don't know. You might have to explain that one a little bit. Don't you pick out pool floats to match your skin colour? I don't think I've ever done that. I reuse my paper over and over again. Yeah, I do too, like, but when it gets to a certain stage, doesn't it, and it just looks a bit of a mess. So and then, hi Adriana. So I've got, sorry, Adrian, not Adriana, Adrian. It's Adrian at, hi Adrian. So hi everyone, currently working on my second page for Wendy's collab in Enchanted Earth by Mel Pamini Thingamabob. I always have to say Thingamabob. So Jess, my brain's not working today. So yeah, Wendy's doing a collaboration in Enchanted Earth. How is that going? How do you find it, Adrian? Because I find it really difficult, because the line work in those books are really fine, and she's just not my style, if you know what I mean, and I find her quite intimidating. So, like, how do you find her? I'm just asking out of interest, because not everyone gets on with everybody's style, so if you know what I mean. And I'm kind of one of those people that don't get on with Mel Pamini. And we went into the works in Harrogate when we went to Knaresborough, and it's a bigger works than what we've got in town. Ours is shocking, it's small, and they don't have half the stock that a big works would have. So sorry, I'm looking for my alcohol marker whilst I chat. Found it. So basically what happened is I walked into the store, and it had 2 of the books that I wanted to get from the works because they were cheap. And one of them was the Mel Pamini, and I picked it up and I flipped through it. And even though my brain was like, I really like the illustrations, my brain was still like, I really don't like her line work. And so I put it back on the shelf, and I'm like, I'm never going to colour this. Never going to colour it. So I didn't buy it. And I think that is the first time I've walked away from a colouring book. Adriana is right. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I think it's because the way I read your name. So, yeah, all right. Brilliant. Thank you, Adriana. My mum said, Jess said, I'm just joking because Tiger has an orange pole float to match his orange fur. So it was a joke. Sorry, I didn't pick up on that at all. I was like, what? I've never done that. Jess, you're so funny. That's hilarious. And then my mum says about colouring books. You feel sorry for the trees. You have 100+ colouring books. Yeah, but I'm not going to bin my colouring books, am I? So, like, with there's a lot of pages in the colouring books. And yes, the paper does come from trees. However, those trees are well loved. It's been turned into paper and have got beautiful illustrations on them. And therefore, those cut down trees that suffered for my colouring books are well loved, and I appreciate their sacrifice. And then Jess is also doing Enchanted Earth as well. You lot are so brave. So brave. If you haven't seen a Melpomene colouring book, then I recommend you watch a flip through. Just because, and you'll see what I mean with the intricate line work. And then Adriana said, in the beginning, I found it a little difficult because there are so many tiny details. You cannot blend many colours together. Yeah, and I find that sometimes you wouldn't be able to get your pencil tip, like, into those fine lines. And I would find that quite difficult to work around. See, I'm a layerer. I like to layer my pencils. Like, this is why I don't get on with Prismacolors, because it's like literally you put your pencil down and you've got bright bold pigment straight away. But with Melpomene, I feel like you wouldn't be able to layer much either because of the intricacy. Right, I'm thinking of doing toffee. Y215. Y215. Here we are. So, Jess, me and my mum are having like a discussion in terms of how many colouring books we have. And everyone else, feel free to join in the chat. So, I think my mum has like 3 colouring books. She has Leon's Journey. She has Small Victories that I gave her because I had a spare copy. And she has Inklings that was bought for her, I think, either as a Mother's Day present or... Yeah, I think it was Mother's Day present. And that might have been Leon's Journey. I can't remember. Or my mum might have bought Inklings herself. I can't remember. And then she has... Is it Fantasy Forest you have, Mum? Of the mythographic one that I picked you up from Aldi? So my mum has 4. How many colouring books do you guys have? I think I counted the other day because it's on my numbers on my iPad. So I'll just get that up because it will tell me exactly how many colouring books I have. And then, so list of all books. I currently have 137 colouring books. That is the number that I am up at. Hi, Kim. So Kim says she's just going to be popping in and out. Yes, and the first flowers colouring book. Oh, yeah, the Castle Arts one. So 5. You've got 5. How are you doing, Kim? That's absolutely fine. Of popping in and out. I do it on streams as well. Normally I'm colouring, like when people are streaming. So I try and join in the chat as much as I can, but when I'm writing to a page, I'm like, oh yeah, the chat. See, Mum, I'm not that bad. Sarah's got around 300 colouring books. See, I'm not the only one. And then Adriana has got so many, she can't stop counting after 200. Most of them are uncoloured because she bought so many books in the beginning of the journey. Oh yeah, the little... So you've got 6, one. Ooh, that sounds nice. Where did you go picnicking, Kim? That sounds like a nice little day out, to be honest. We've been on day trips, and I was talking about it like right at the start, so I'll repeat it again. That's fine. Just a local park. Jess, how many of them are Japanese, Jess? She's at 332. 332 colouring books. See, Mum, I'm not doing so bad at 137. Hi, Atlanta. Nice for you to come in. Nice to see you. How are you doing? How's your week been? We're just talking about how many colouring books we have because my mum thinks I'm terrible for owning over 100 colouring books, because I was saying that I felt sorry for the trees with reusing like lined paper to put behind my cute and cosy pages for alcohol marker. And then she says, but I have over 100 colouring books. And I was like, yeah, I do. But those colouring books have a meaning, have a purpose. They've got beautiful artwork in them. So, you know, like the paper in those books are well loved. And then we started talking about how many colouring books we have because, yeah, like my mum thinks I'm terrible. Oh, 56 are Asian books. Yeah, I think I just call Asian books Japanese, even though, like, I think some of them are from Korea and some Chinese, some are Japanese. So, in that region. But I think, like, obviously, don't get me wrong, I love our illustrators that we have in Europe, but I just wish that the market for the Japanese and Korean and Asian colouring books was more available to us, so we didn't have to order from Japan. Like, surely if they're available on Amazon Japan, they should be available on UK Amazon. Does that make sense? Because it would make more sense for Amazon to stock like a certain number of them in the UK warehouses than us having to pay for postage every time we want a Japanese or Korean colouring book. It would just make sense. But then I guess how much realistically can they stock in the warehouses? But, you know, they stock loads. They'll stock loads of stuff. So a few more books ain't going to harm them, is it? Mum, are you keeping tabs on for how many prompts I've done? We were just talking about that, Atlanta, with regards to Mel Pamini and the collab page for Wendy. Are you part of it as well, Atlanta? Are you part of that collab as well? Ooh, okay. You finished it last night. Are you going to pop it on your Instagram, or are you going to emailed it and post it? Oh, I'll take a look at your Instagram after live stream as well. So I've got Sarah's to look at, and I have got Atlanta's to look at. Hi, Nif. I'm really sorry. Can you tell me your first name? I just know your Instagram name. I'm trying to learn everybody's first name, so when they come on my live streams, I can actually call you by your name. It's nice. I just think it's a nice little touch. Jenny. Hi, Jenny. I don't know if you've told me before. I don't think so. I know I've seen your Instagram posts and I follow and things like that. But sometimes there's that many of us, isn't there? There's that many colourists that it's hard to learn everybody's name, but I will remember it next time. Oh yeah, Jennifer. Yeah. That is a good little play on letters and words there. I like it. I like it, like it, like it. So, don't you think brown is just a bit of a boring colour? It really is, isn't it? It's just a bit meh. I like bold, bright colours, me. And if you look at my Instagram, it's full of bold and bright and fun. And fun. I am part of how many? 3 collabs this month that I've got to get done, which I'm quite excited about. So I'm part of Joe's collaboration for Fantasy Worlds, and I made a start on that page today, and I'm like, yes, finally made a start on it, because Joe's collab is due like the 11th of August or something like that. 14th of August, I think it is actually. So I was like, oh no, I've got, like, I'm going to run out of time. If I do not do it now, I will run out of time, and I don't want to do that to our Joe. So I have made a start on that today. So that, hopefully, it's quite a simple page, so hopefully I'll be able to get that completed today. I'm just going to colour the road now, because like I don't think I've got a prompt for a road and a pavement, so I'll just colour that. And then I am also part of Jess's collab for Romantic Country 3, and I've got 2 pages in that to do, but I love Jess because she's like, as long as it's done by the end of the month, I don't mind. So I'm like, yes, Jess, thank you so much. I've got all month to do this. And then I have also got Ardre's collaboration to do as well for Hannah Carl's and Castle Ruins. So I've got some beautiful, beautiful pages, and I'm really excited about them all. I really, really, really am excited. So, but it's just, I don't think they'll take too long. I can kind of get, if I'm on a pencil page, I can kind of get 2 pages done a week. But also, when my August plans come out on Thursday, you will see how many plans I have got, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do all these? But do you know what? Like, half the time I don't get round to doing them all, and it's about prioritising. But I know I've got some buddy colours and some hashtags I want to take part in, because it is Sarah Dainton's birthday coming up, and Sarah is doing a birthday hashtag. So we'll be singing happy birthday to Sarah next week. Honestly, my singing is amazing. You're going to absolutely love it. I should give up my day job and become a pop star. I'm joking, by the way, it's terrible. Oh no, Jess. It's all right, Mum. I'm still on my second one. So if you wanna just write down 2. I haven't moved on yet. Which page am I doing in Fantasy World? I've got the book belongs to page, and you're low-key scared. Oh, okay, I'm in Royal Kingdom, and I've got the Princess in the Window. My book's downstairs, but it's on my August plans. Yeah, and I quite like it. It's quite simple. I can't remember what the book belongs to page looks like. I'm terrible with title pages. And I love the fact that you've got your hashtag, Jess, for tackle title pages. So it's a double down for you, tackling the title pages. And I think you'll do really, really well with it. Now, I've been advising people, I haven't really been chatting much in the collab chat, but when people have asked the question in terms of what pencils work the best in that book, because the paper's really weird, I think people will agree with me. Yeah, it is. It's the one right at the end of the book. So basically, what were I saying? Yeah, about the pencils that work in that book. Castle Arts Gold really do work in that book. And I don't know what it is about other pencils that don't like the paper, and I don't know why, but Castle Arts Gold is definitely the best way to go, because it just goes on and there's none of that. With some pencils it feels like your pencil is slipping off the paper. So I would advise, if you have got that set of pencils, give it a try in your own books, because I've found no problem with the blending. I've found that the paper doesn't like to take as many layers, but I haven't found any issues with blending my colours together or adding highlights or things like that. So yeah, if you have got that set of pencils, give them a whirl in that book, and I hope you get good results, because I am getting some fantastic results with them on that paper. I've never known a paper like it. Like, Eerie paper is difficult, and I wonder if the Japanese version of the Eerie book is different to the English version, in terms of, because the English version of the Eerie book, again, that paper is really tricky, like with coloured pencil, and I don't know why. But I've got the Japanese version of Romantic Country 3, so I'm quite looking forward to trying my pencils on that. The Brute Funa squares in Fantasy Worlds are on Eerie. I haven't got those pencils, but it sounds like that is a lot of people do like Brute Funas. I've got the Brute Funa macarons, but I feel like they're more filler than wax. Sorry, there's more filler than actually wax in those pencils, but it's pastels, so that's what I would expect. I'm not letting that cloud my judgment on. I'm not letting that cloud my judgment on the normal Brute Funa pencils, if that makes sense, because Castle Art pastel tints are exactly the same. I think it's just pastel pencils. Brute Funa squares in Fantasy World. Adriana has used Abrec Juras in Fantasy World, and they work totally fine. I think that is. I think it's because you can activate them with water, isn't it? They do say that sometimes if you activate your pencils with water as a base, that's a little bit better, and they go down a little bit better. So maybe that's why. Hi Marie, no problem. That's fine. Life happens. Things need to be done. Mine is the 11th. It won't let me use the numbers. What do you mean, Sarah? What's the 11th? The 11th page in the book? Oh, your birthday. Duh. Yeah, okay. At the 11th of August, yes. And Sarah is hosting a birthday hashtag. So if you do want to get yourself involved with that, because we all love Sarah, then just pop her a message on Instagram, because she's got a nice little group going on Instagram, going and growing, because we've seen people come in each day, which is nice. Atlanta, are you hosting anything for your birthday? Are you doing a birthday hashtag? Are you doing a birthday colour along or anything like that? Colouring related for your birthday? I've got an idea of what I want to do for mine, but I'm keeping that card close to my chest because mine is in September, and with it being at the end of September, we get to celebrate my birthday all month with what I have planned in terms of like colouring wise. But yeah, like I have got some little ideas up my sleeve in terms of what I want to do for it, and it's going to be exciting because I'm hoping that it's going to be something different and it's something that everybody will enjoy. But also September is Space-tember as well, so I'm not sure whether to go with my idea or link it with Space-tember. But I think also it might give people, if I do something different, it might give people like an opportunity to colour something different within that month. Because I feel when there is a theme, like people colour that theme all month, if that makes sense, and then like, oh, I just want a break like from doing that theme. I know in Mermaid, like I think I coloured a couple of mermaid pages, but then I was like, oh, I just want a break from mermaids. Like I'm kind of sick of seeing them and I'm sick of colouring them. So yeah, I'm just wondering. Yeah, that's what I think, Jess. Lol, Sarah's birthday is just 2 days after me. Ah, that's cute. You can kind of, that's nice that you're close together. So we can kind of wish you a happy birthday too. I might have to colour 2 pages. I might have to do the one that I've got planned for Sarah, which is in the August plans. But then I also might colour the page for your birthday, Atlanta, as well. It might be like, it might take me all month, like. I don't think I'll get it done for the 9th. But we shall see. I'd love to do it. If I get time, I definitely will do it for you. It's just nice, isn't it? It's just nice to feel involved, and I think like colouring a page for someone's birthdays means that you're thinking of them, especially because like obviously we're from all over the world, so getting gifts is difficult. So you know, it's just something that you can do that takes your time and you've thought about it and people really appreciate it. Oh, have you ordered it, Jess? Have you ordered the Hannah Carlson party? When's it supposed to arrive? Okay, Kim, you'll colour 1 page for Space-tember and move on. It doesn't need to eat up the whole month. Yeah. Because I think, like, Mermaid was my first kind of themed month because I only started this hobby in January of this year. So, you know, it was my first themed month, and I thought, like, because I wanted to do so many and I was so excited. I only got around to doing 2 anyway, but I didn't want it to consume a whole month, if that makes sense. And I think the same for Space-tember. I might do a couple of pages and move on. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep my birthday hashtag separate from Space-tember. I think that is a good plan. Okay, so I think I'll move on now because I've done the road. The 2 Tasmanian Devils are complete. And then hopefully we'll get to come back to this page and finish it. but I do want to move on. So we're on the third one now. What? Right, it says lamp, so there's a lamp here. I'm staying on this page. I think it's like, you will complete this page. I'm like, okay, fine. What colour do I... Oh, what about a green? A green. I'm just looking at my swatch cards again. So I'm trying to figure out what green I want. I think YG413 for now. So I've just got to get it in my bag. YG413, there we go. I'll come back to the chat. Yeah, probably. Helen, did you do any art before colouring? Yes and yes. It's a bit on and off. So I drew whilst I was at uni, sometimes in my spare time, but although a lot of those pages are in an art folder in my mum and dad's loft, and they're not all that great, so I'd probably just keep that folder like for me, if that makes sense, to not share it on the internet. And then I did a little bit of colouring on and off. I've always enjoyed art. I've always enjoyed making things and crafting things and like just being creative. So, but I've never really taken it up as a permanent hobby, if that makes sense, because I've always... Sorry, I'm gonna have to turn the book. I've always had other things that I've wanted to focus on, or other things going on in my life, or other hobbies that I've had. So before I took this up as a hobby, I was really big into my gaming. Now, I still enjoy gaming. However, I feel that the games have got quite repetitive, and it's all about open world, and rather than it just being a linear story, it's all about like you do your own exploration, which I like, but a lot of games are doing it. So that's what I mean by repetitive. I don't want to have to grind for 100 hours for a set of armour. Does that make sense? I just want to be able to play the story, understand what's going on, shoot some stuff. Like, yeah, it doesn't always have to be like super open world. That's why I really enjoyed God of War. That's my favourite game. And I enjoyed The Last of Us because of the storyline. Like, I know they've made it a TV show now, so my two cats are named after the brothers in The Last of Us, Tommy and Joel. But yeah, I was really big into my gaming before adult colouring. But like I said, in terms of in terms of the art that I've done before, I've dabbled, if that makes sense. I've done it on and off. Enjoyed it, but never taken it up as a big hobby. And then my mum actually said, oh, I want to get into watercolours or watercolour painting. So I bought her some watercolour pencils for Christmas and some watercolour paper, as well as some normal watercolour paints. And then I was like, do you know what? I want to colour. So then I bought myself a colouring book, and then it just grew. And I absolutely loved it. But yeah, I've always enjoyed art, and I've always enjoyed doing art. So I hope that answers your question. Which book were you asking? Atlanta? What book is that? What were we talking about? Oh, what book Jess is getting? I think it's Party by Hannah Carlson. Yeah. Oh, the one I'm colouring in. It's Tiny Tales Volume 3 by R.J. Hampson. Yeah. So this, and that's what it looks like. It is Amazon paper, unfortunately. But he is bringing out more of his colouring books on artist paper. At the minute, it is just fan favourites that is available on artist grade paper. And I've got that, and I want to get into it at some point, and I will get into it at some point, but when that some point is, I'm not sure. So yeah, no, I'm not a complete noob to it, but drawing isn't my strong point. Like, I can draw, but it's not a massive strong point, if that makes sense. Like, I can't think of something to draw and just draw it. I have to have a reference picture to be able to draw it. If I dabbled a bit in digital art when I got my iPad, so I've drawn quite a bit on my iPad. But yeah, I just enjoy colouring because I don't have to think. I do have to think, but I don't have to think about what I want to colour, if that makes sense, or what I want to draw, and then go to the effort of drawing it and then colouring it. And I do enjoy that, but I just prefer picking an image and colouring. So I don't know, Mum. It depends. It depends if she actually does it. So I'll talk about that in a sec. I'll just spin the wheel. Watch it, Jess. It's going to be house. Cricket bat. I think we had this last time, and I couldn't find it. Why doesn't it just give me something normal? Like bed or elephant or monster or train. All those prompts are in there. Let's see if I can find. I might have to respin. If I can find a cricket bat. I've fed it this, so it's my own fault. Like, but I didn't actually realise how hard it will be to try and find these prompts when you're on live stream. Right, no, right, I'll just respin. It's fine. Fish. Right, come on. There has to be a fish. Fishy fish, those birds. I think I have seen a fish as I've flipped through. See, there's loads of elephants. I haven't had elephant, not once. Not once. Like, why? I might have to disobey the wheels at some point and just colour an elephant, because I really want to colour an elephant. Fishy fish, fish, fish. There's an octopus, but that's not a fish. Technically it is, but it's not. I've got a separate prompt for octopus. Got a rubber duck. See, there isn't even like a fish teddy bear. Where have I seen a fish? Like, this is tiger, but it just depends. Got like fire truck as well. Like, it just likes to challenge me, doesn't it? I've got crocodiles. Where have I seen? Oh, there's a fish in this pool. I might just do that in gel pen, get it over, get it done quick. Okay, I will come back to the chat. Just do it, Rebel. Cricket Bat is second from the end. Thank you. Oh my god. I think that would have been me. I made the wheel. Oopsie. Okay, so my mum says, are you going to do anything Kate Lysett puts on? So Kate Lysett is a local artist. She lives in Hebden Bridge. And Hebden Bridge is very close to us. It's still in West Yorkshire. It's still classed as Halifax. And she does a lot of like landscapes, and she's done a lot of our town and surrounding areas in terms of her paintings. And she uses gold leaf as well to highlight some of the subjects in her paintings. Look her up. She's absolutely fantastic at what she does. And I've got a picture of Halifax in my living room that she drew and she painted. And that was basically, my granddad passed away and it was a really sad time. However, he left over a little bit of inheritance, and we were in the process of buying a house, and I said that I wanted to buy one of Kate Lysett's prints to go in my living room, as that would be a housewarming present from my granddad. So I did, and I got it framed all professionally and stuff, and it's beautiful. It takes pride in my living room, as well as my photograph of my dog that was framed, and that's beautiful too because it's my dog. But yeah, and basically she put a post on Facebook the other day saying that she wanted to start running a workshop and for people to give her ideas. She's got her own studio, so she'll probably host it in her own studio. And she was asking if it would be a starter, and we were like, absolutely, so yeah, if it comes to fruition, depending on how much she's charging for it, then yeah, I probably would go, because I'd like to support her in that. Like, it's a nice idea. And obviously she'll probably do tutorials in terms of how to do things. Yeah, I might just do an elephant. I might not spin the wheel. Boo wheel. There's got to be a lot of orange on this page, isn't there? It's got an orange fish, got an orange rubber dinghy, gonna get orange tigers. I might just colour the tigers blue, just because. Dunno. There's no rules. Shall I do purple lips? It's going to be an odd page anyway, so why not? Purple lips. There you go, Mr. Fisher. You can have purple lips. And then I'll just pull out that little pink gel pen again. Orange contrasts nicely. Yeah, that is true. Oh, bye, Mimi. Hi, Mimi. Bye, Mimi. I didn't even know Mimi was here. Oh, when did Mimi come in? Hi, Lily. Yeah, I can't see when Mimi came in. Sorry, Mimi. I didn't know you were here. Yes, so Jess, sorry. Orange does contrast nicely with blue. Okay, right, I am not going to spin the wheel. So that is the third prompt that we've done today. And I'm just going to do an elephant because I want to do an elephant because they're cute. Oh, I want to do this dapper guy. I've always wanted to do him. He is beautiful. beautiful. So I've got a really nice like purpley grey, and I quite like that. So we're going to do that. I had Jess cracking up earlier this week. So in my in one of my videos that I filmed of my hauls, so it was in my purchased book haul, I was talking about dark fairy tales, and I was pointing things out that I didn't like. I was like, no, it's just weird. No, that is horrible. No, Belle, don't kill Beast. And like Jess was absolutely cracking up. And so she popped a comment on. I was like, just return the book, Helen, it's not for you. Like, and that's perfectly okay. But yeah, like that book really hurts my inner child, because obviously it's the fairy tales that we grew up with, isn't it? Like Wizard of Oz. What else is in there? Beauty and the Beast. I can't think of the top of my head what else is in there. But like every page I looked at, I was just like, no, like why is The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, why is Tin Man like murdering the lion? Like, no. Yeah, it just wasn't for me. And but it was just how I was reacting to the pages. Like, you could feel the pain in my voice. My inner child was just like, no. Are you on all messages rather than the top? I recommend you never look up stories of the original fairy tales the Disney films are based on. Yeah, I know, they're quite dark, aren't they? Like, you know, they made the fairy tales real child friendly. Kind of. There's still some questionable things in there, but yeah, like I have. Oh no, no. Oops. Thankfully, that's not going to be too bad. Forgot to move my plastic. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, we're talking about that. Fairy Tales Atlanta. Just no. Not the book for me. My inner child doesn't like it. And I won't look up the original fairy tales, Jess. I think I will cry. I was too excited by the elephant. Yeah, really, really was. Elephants are one of my favourite animals. So I have worked with big cats. I did some volunteering when I was at university with big cats, and basically, like, I just love elephants though, because they're so wise, they're so intelligent, they're very emotionally connected to one another. They grieve as well, and they communicate in such a beautiful way, and I just love them. So in my living room, like literally, it's covered with ornaments of elephants. Like, I've got, I don't even know how many elephants I have. I have more colouring books than elephants, put it that way. But Chris is like, oh, like he says to me all the time, he's like, why have you got so many elephants? Like, can't we get rid of some elephants? And I'm like, no, we cannot. I says, can't we get rid of some of your Lego cars? And he was like, no. I was like, exactly. So don't make me get rid of my elephants. But yeah, like, I think I've got 2 on each shelf of the TV unit. So that's like 6. I've got 1 on my bookshelf. No, maybe 3 on my bookshelf. And then I've got some on my cabinet as well. 1 on the floor. I think I've got about 11 elephant ornaments. I'm just crazy for them. Oh, that is so cute, Jess. There's an elderly elephant called Anne at Longley, and she gets a deep tissue massage monthly, living her best life. Oh, that is so sweet. Like, I want to meet Anne. Like, that'd be so cute. Hi, sorry, Jeanette. I couldn't speak then. Hi, Jeanette. Oh, my days, Mum. I can't believe you started it already. So me and my mum are doing this buddy colour for In Leon's Journey, which is the same page that has been assigned in the Leon's Journey book. And she's already started it, and I'm like, it probably won't even be finished until the end of August. But then she'll like question me all month. She'll be like, have you started it yet? I'm like, no, Mum. Like, I haven't started the page. Haven't started it yet. I haven't started it yet. You'll see, Mum, how many pages I have in August to do, and you'll see why sometimes I don't start the page until later on in the month. Because it's crazy. Oh yeah, Jess, are you streaming today? I know there's, so after me at 2 o'clock, there's Audrey. And then we generally have a steam train going on. A stream train. Do you know what? Steam train going on. With me, and then Audrey, and then Jess. And then, is it, I can't remember who's on after Audrey. Is it Vera? I generally don't catch them live streams, the late one, because I'm generally snoring on sofa by that time. We love an elephant is so cute. I'm still going to say this is a prompt. It was my own decided prompt, not the computer prompt. Jolanda, yes. No stream from Jess today. Okay. Okie dokie, having a rest. When are you next streaming, Jess? Is it Monday or Tuesday? I try and catch them as much as I can. I've missed a lot of live streams this week, but with us being out and about. I even missed Audrey's on Wednesday and I'm home, but I just totally forgot about it because we've been out and about all day. And I was like, oh, what's on TV? And we'll put on Netflix. And then I just totally forgot about Audrey's live stream. I was like, oh no. By the time I tuned in, she was wrapping up. I think I think I caught a bit of yours, Jess, last Saturday. I caught you live streaming all day last Saturday. Yeah, like what I was saying is I generally miss Jolanda's just because I'm tired by that point, and sometimes also like we're watching TV with the race or with RT, because like Chris likes F1, but they're on the summer break now, so there's no F1 for 4 weeks, and we just watch the highlights of F1 races. But there's none of that, but we'll pick a series and we'll sit down and watch that together with RT, which is nice. At the minute we're watching the series of Ted. Oh, I love Ted, so funny. I didn't know they'd done a series, and then we saw it on Netflix or Amazon Prime. I can't remember which one it was. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a Ted series. Yeah, and we'll just sit there and like the room is just filled with laughter. Because it's Ted. Like, you cannot not like Ted. Because he's like this cute little teddy bear with a foul mouth, and it's just, and yeah, he's just funny. Love Ted. Hi, Mimi. Yay! I didn't know you were here like the last time you were in. So, hi, Mimi. Welcome, welcome. Not heard of Ted? Oh, Jeanette. Like, look him up. He's brilliant. You might have heard of the Ted movies, like when he was scared of the storm and they had the thunder song that they came up with, like every time there was thunder. Oh, okay, haven't decided. Jess is undecided about streaming tomorrow. That's perfectly cool. You've done a lot of streaming these past couple of weeks anyway, Jess, haven't you? So looking him up, oh, it's hilarious. Like it's a teddy bear, and like the movies are a teddy bear and a grown man, and then the series is like before that, so it's of the boy is a teenager, the man is a teenager, and the teddy bear. But yeah, it's a talking teddy bear. It is so funny. If you like Family Guy, you'll like Ted, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm just having a drink. Okay, so Mimi was making the husband breakfast. Oh, nice. What did you make? I had a bacon sandwich before coming on stream. That was tasty, tasty. And then hopefully after stream, I am going to be doing my amazing fantasy world page. So I'm hoping to get that finished, because like I said, it's quite simple. I said that earlier in the stream. So then I can move on to Sarah's birthday hashtag, which I'm so looking forward to doing. And then I might do one of Jess's collab pages. Not sure yet. As long as they're all, the collab pages are all after doors, as long as the collab pages are completed by the end of the month, that is the main thing. Right, so he's got a shirt on under his jacket, hasn't he? So I might do his jacket blue. Blue, 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 blue. I'm just having a look at my blues. Quite like cornflower blue. That's quite a nice blue. BV05. Whereas BV05. D. Like, I have to keep my alcohol markers in the bag because I don't have, like, anywhere to put, you know, like a big alcohol mark holder unit. And generally I colour on the sofa, so I'd have to get up every time I want an alcohol marker, so I just keep it in the bag. It's just easier. Bacon and eggs. Yes, that is good. Oh, Hannah's on the M6. Wow, is it busy? Or is it just a smooth journey home? Where have you been, Hannah? Anywhere exciting? It's another nice day today as well. Went to, I said this earlier in the stream as well, but for those that have just come in, I went to Knaresborough during the week, which is, it's not that far away. It's about an hour away. It's still in Yorkshire, and it was market day. And I said to Chris, I says, I don't know whether we should go on Wednesday or if we should go on Saturday. But I had a hair appointment on Saturday, so it made sense to go on the Wednesday, because on the Wednesday there was a market day, and then on the Saturday there was an artisan market day. And I think I would have preferred to go to the artisan one, but it just didn't coincide with my plans for Saturday, if that makes sense. So we went on Wednesday, and it was mainly like your fruit and veg, your bakeries, your meat and cheeses. So we've got some nice meat and cheese. I'm gonna have that at some point next week, I think, because like it's like cured ham and cured meats and stuff, so it keeps for quite a while. So we're going to have some of that next week. And also in Knaresborough, there's a beautiful, beautiful viaduct that it's like, and then the train it goes over the river, and then the trains go over it as well. And but the view is it's just stunning. So, and I was having a picture taken over the viaduct, and like Chris's bag was in front of the bench, like next to where I was having this picture taken, and my bag was on the bench. So like after the picture, we were just gonna like sit on the bench and chill for a bit and just enjoy the view. Anyway, like we'd just finished, and these two ladies barged past us like with their ice creams, and then just sat on the bench. And I know it's a public bench, but like they could quite clearly see that, you know, like we were just taking a picture and we're going to sit down, and our bags were there and stuff. So, you know, like we were actually going to sit there. Oh, I was fuming. I was like, that is rude. Like, it was just the way that they barged past us, like proper, like barged past us, like shoulder checked me, and I was like, wow, like, okay. And I had to walk away before I said something, because I would have said something like, not like angry, but I would have been like, that was really rude and unnecessary. But I was like, do you know what? I can't bother picking a fight. So I just walked away. But I said to Chris, I said, that was so rude. Like, I know it's a public bench and they've got every right to sit there, but it was the way they went about it. And I was like, they could have just asked us. They could have just said, oh, do you mind us sitting here? Like, and we would have said no, because there was enough space on the bench for all of us. But what also happened is they sat in the middle of the bench. So like they didn't sit like on the other end of the bench so we could then sit down. No, they sat in the middle of the bench. And I was like, wow, that is rude. So rude. Like, and I was just like, people these days, like, I would have just said, excuse me, like if that was me and I could see someone was taking a picture and they had the bags near the bench, I'd been like, oh, excuse me, you're going to be sitting there. And if that person had said yes, I would have just said, oh, do you mind if we just squeeze on the end? And then I would have said no, like, go for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, but, oh, so rude. Like, I was fuming, absolutely fuming. Because it was rudeness. There was just no need for it. It was unnecessary. Oh, there's an alcohol marker fitness workout. Oh, me, yeah. I do press quite hard as well with my alcohol markers. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Oh, you've been to Newquay. Did you ask them to move up? Do you know what, Jeanette? I think if my mouth opened at that point, not very nice things would have been said. So, no, we just moved on. Sometimes in a situation like that, I can be quite hot-headed, and sometimes I don't think before I speak. So it was just best for me to move on and like ignore the situation. But they got daggers the whole time that they were sat there. They got daggers. I was not impressed. So we literally just moved, and there was a bench free a bit further down that still overlooks the view. And we sat there, and like I just like kept shooting them dirty looks. Because it just made me so mad. Like in terms of how they dealt with the situation, and all it would have taken was a little bit of politeness, and that's what irritated me. So yeah, I was just like, do you know what? Let's just let's just move on, find another bench. There's plenty. So Jeanette said that she knows that viaduct well. Her dad used to take it. It's a really pretty view, isn't it? Like, it's so pretty. If I could pay the view tax, I would, but my phone is streaming. But what I might do is, if you're on Discord, people, I will pop the picture of the viaduct in the streaming, like the art tax thingy on Discord, if that's okay, Jess. And then, like, people can see what I was talking about. But on the whole, we had a really, really nice day. And then we went to Harrogate, which is the next town over. So we spent a little bit of time in Knaresborough. And then we went to Harrogate. And I went to the works, flipped through a Melpomene book, put it back on the shelf. And picked up the Layla Julie book from the works. And then there's a little shop called Jasper's in Harrogate. And downstairs, so it looks like a little gift shop, but downstairs they've got like a room just dedicated to art. Now, they don't sell loads because they are like an independent business, but what they do sell is like open stock pencils, but I was a bit shocked at the price, to be honest. So a light fast pencil, an open stock Derwent light fast pencil, they wanted £4.95 for. And then and I was like, wow, like, because I looked on Cult Pens, and on Cult Pens I think it was £2.95, and I know it's £2 difference, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you are buying like multiple pencils that you're low on, it is a lot. So I only bought 2 pencils that I use quite regularly, because obviously with Cult Pens you've also got the postage, which adds to the cost, but it doesn't add £2 per pencil to the cost, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I thought that was quite, yeah, £4.95, Jess. And I asked him to, I went up and I said, oh, you know, excuse me, like, would you consider price matching, because £4.95 is quite a lot for a light fast pencil. And she was like, oh, well, what are you thinking? You know, so I showed her Cult Pens at £2.95, and she said, look, no, I'm really sorry, I'm a small business, I wouldn't be able to afford to sell them at that price. And I was like, wow. So I don't know if she's trying to make too much of a profit on it, which certainly sounds like it, or she doesn't sell enough to make a profit on it, which is why she's increased the prices. And it's such a shame, because independent art shops we need more of, but yeah, she mustn't get that much sales from open stock pencils. Oh, hi Auntie Chris. Nice to have you here. And welcome to the house of fun. Don't know where that came from. So my mum's saying that, so Chris, we went to Knaresborough this week, that's what we're talking about. It's a nice little village in Yorkshire. I'm going to pop a picture in the, after the stream, because I can't do it now, in the Discord group under art tax, so people can see what I'm talking about. And there's this beautiful little viaduct, and my mum's just saying that my dad used to like to go there on the bike. So, and my dad was a big he loved his motorbikes, and he was part of a motorbike group, and they used to go riding together and things like that. And unfortunately he had an accident, and it basically permanently damaged one of his legs, so he can't ride anymore, unfortunately. But he still does go and have he still does go and have fun, and he still goes on his rallies, but he just drives the car as opposed to riding his bike. But yeah, he was a big biker, and they went all over. They went all over Yorkshire. All over Yorkshire. Just having fun, which was nice. But yeah, he still does his bike rallies, he still goes, still chats to bikers, he still admires motorbikes and leathers and helmets and anything bike. Bless him. He's great, he's my dad. Absolutely fun. The best dad in the world. Oh, Chris said that's the second musical entrance she's got this week. Ooh, that's nice. And musical entrance is definitely fun. I think like you just must bring that you know, that level of everyone wanting to burst into song when you went to the party, Chris. Like, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Music goes up when Chris is in the house. Well, if you're selling open stock pencils for that much, I'm not surprised you aren't selling them. That is very, very true, Jess. I thought that. I was like, wow. Like, mind you, when I went to the Derwent Pencil Museum, I think they were selling them at $4.95 as well. It was either $3.95 or $4.95, and I was like, wow, like that is expensive. And hi, Claire. Yeah. So, but the thing is with the Derwent Pencil Museum, when I got my Inktense pencils, I won't say how much because my mum will be like, "How much?" So, but when I bought my set of the Inktense pencils, I went in with the price that I found it online, and they price matched. So, which was really, really nice. They didn't have to, and they did the same with the Lightfast pencils as well. So I felt like, you know, they were expensive, but they were willing to come down because they want the business. Yeah, exactly. Tell me about it, Jess. It should be the cheapest at the Derwent Museum because they don't have to go buy the product to begin with. Absolutely. Like, obviously, they'll have a cost of production, won't they? But yeah, no, RRP for everything. Like, and if you go on the Derwent website to buy stuff, they're the most expensive. Like, to buy their pencil sets, and it just doesn't make sense. It's like, boys, you produce it. You could just sell it at like maybe a little bit more than production price. Mad things. Mad things. Jess is saying to my mum, see, colouring is a much cheaper hobby compared to motorbiking. Yes, it is. However, I think in terms of like, so obviously you've got the cost of the motorbike, which is expensive in itself, but that's like, right, buying a car, isn't it? But in terms of like what you would buy for motorbiking, like, yes, it's expensive like initially to set up, but the expense doesn't like properly, it doesn't like continue every single month. Whereas with us, we get impulsive and we're like, ooh, new book, ooh, new set of pencils, ooh, new set of alcohol markers. So like, even though, you know, they've got their MOTs and they've got to buy new helmets and leathers and waterproofs and things like that, like, it's not, I think colouring is more expensive because of our impulsivity. Fuel, insurance, yeah, exactly, Chris, yeah. So, but I think in terms of impulsivity, I think colouring is more expensive because we spend, it depends on your budget and it depends on your level of self-control. Like, I have none. So it's going to be more expensive for me as opposed to, say, to someone else who does have self-control and can wait for that brand new book to come down in price, you know, a couple of months later. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, motorbiking is expensive. Like, but my dad loved his motorbike, so... And he had the same motorbike for a long time. So my dad bought, I can't remember for what birthday or anniversary, or if they just decided to get himself a present. But he got a really, really nice, it was a Kawasaki, I can't even remember the model of it, but it was British Racing Green, and he got it brand new in 2012, and basically kept it until he sold it after his accident. So, you know, like, in terms of how long that bike lasted him, it lasted him a long time, over 10 years, you know, and he looked after it, and it was his pride and joy. All right, Mum, do you realise how often you are saying, like, Mum, stop, no, that's no. If I want to say like, is that enough? Oh my days. Right, so Atlanta said it. She said it. She told her daughter to adjust her shirt before going out yesterday. She didn't like it, but too bad. Now, it depends, doesn't it? It depends on how that shirt was before she went out. And I can totally understand if it was at a certain eye level. I can understand why you asked her to adjust it. So my mum says she bought the bike for Dad in 2011 for the 25th. All right. I was at uni. But yeah. I did say it was a present. I don't know. But yeah, it was a nice bike. Let's just say something was going to pop out. Oh, funny. That's hilarious. I think, you know, like, as teenagers, we're all ladies here. So I think, anyway, if there's any men, just shut your ears. But, you know, as younger ladies, when the girls are a bit more firm, we want to show them off. Like, you know, a little bit of a push-up bra with a little bit of cleavage. Yeah, you know, it depends how old she is, like, but a 17-year-old is 17, 18. No wrong with showing a little bit of cleavage. That's my opinion. But everyone parents differently. I don't think, like, my mum would have appreciated me going out with my cleavage showing at 17, 18. But do you know what? As soon as I was out of the house, just show it off a little bit. Oh, okay, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah. Yes, oh dear, yeah, I would have absolutely said something as well. Like, no, put them away, girl. Don't need to see absolutely everything. Okay, so I think the elephant is done. I'm just gonna colour those bits there in. I wanted to colour an elephant, by the way. So I'm going to go back to the spinner wheel. Let's see what it has in store now. Mirror. Mirror, 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 mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? Oh, yay. There we go. We can get the mirror done in this page. So I think that was my 4th prompt. Mum, are you keeping count or not? Please. So we've done the rubber dinghy. We did the Tasmanian devil. We did the lamp, the elephant. It's my 5th one. My 5th one. Oh. No, sorry, I'm busy. What are you busy doing? Counting how many times I say like? Huh? Huh? What are you busy with? Leon's journey? Let us know what you are busy with, Mumsicle. So we have got... Because it's a salon, I'm going to do it... Yeah, Mum's slacking on the job. I don't think she can. Absolutely. My mum will have this buddy colour page coloured before I even have finished my Fantasy World page. And then, like I said, so for those who are in the stream and in the chat, basically I am doing the Fantasy... the Leon's Journey buddy group, and it's the page with the summer porch, the 2 dogs, the cat and the owl, and it actually serves quite a lot of things that are going on Instagram. So it serves with Joe's tag for dog versus cat, so it's a on the fence page, and then it also serves as the Leon's Journey group, and it also serves as mine and my mum's buddy colour. And then, like, because Sarah loves dogs, it could be an extra page for Sarah's birthday tag as well. So there's like 4 things that this page is good for this month, even though I have got an individual page for Sarah's birthday tag. Of course I have. So anyway, like, I said to my mum this morning, shall we do this page? And my mum was like, yeah, okay. Anyway, she's already started it, and she'll have it finished before I finish my Fantasy World page, which I started this morning. And then all month she'll be like, have you started your page yet? I'm like, no, Mum, I have not started my page. And then the next day, have you started your page yet? I'm like, no, Mum, I haven't even finished a page that I was on yesterday. And it's just like, stop asking me. Like, I'll send you the page when I finish the page. It's funny, but also, like, yeah, I have to tell her to stop asking me sometimes. I'm like, Mum, I'll be finished when it's finished. I wonder if there's a Baba colouring book or a Dumbo colouring book. I don't remember Baba. I really don't remember Baba. I remember Dumbo. There's lots of opportunity to use browns for wood tones. Yeah, or like it depends if it's a painted porch, a painted wood porch. You could have a Sakura painted porch. But I probably would colour it brown. So, I might actually, because like that hot pink didn't really do much, to be honest. I'm not looking at my swatches, I'm just picking a pen and just going for it. In fan favourites, the artist edition of this book, there is some elephants as well. So in my fan favourites book, I'll probably, because like I'm just colouring whilst obviously on live stream, and it's not my neatest work, not by a long stretch. I wonder if Jo's going to be doing her pub quiz again, because like it wasn't last night or Friday night, was it? She didn't do it this month. So I wonder if it is going to be something. It is going to be something that she's going to do again. I wonder if she's still planning it or she's just doing. I don't know. Don't know what happens this month. Might ask her. Might be like, "Are you doing your pub quiz again?" Like it was just for me. It's quite late when she starts it. I think she starts it at 10, doesn't she? So like by 10:30, I'm snoring on the sofa. I really tried last time. I think I made it to 11:15 and then I was asleep. But I did enjoy it for the bits that I did manage to catch. Oh, Claire, so yes, I did try the luminance and I tried it on a bit of the leaf on my mouse guard page. I didn't pop it down as one of the mediums because I literally just like used a tiny bit just to see how they were. And I love them. Absolutely love them. They work really well. They're so vibrant and pigmented. I've still got to try the other 2 colours. But yeah, no, thank you for them as well. Like, that was really, really kind of you. And yeah, like, I think I'll be saving for a while to get them pencils because like I think I do want them, but they're so expensive, aren't they? So expensive. It might be worth like just keeping my eye out on Vinted, but it's a pencil set that I'm definitely going to have to save for. I can't just buy that off a whim in a month, unfortunately. But I absolutely love them. Like, they're very similar to the Lightfast. I do see what people mean, that Lightfast are Luminance's kind of dupe. But in terms of the colour, because like I find with Derwent, they've got a beautiful colour range, but you can very much tell it's Derwent palette, if that makes sense. But just because of the colours that they use in their sets. But the Luminance is a much more brighter and bolder colour palette within that pencil set, I think. So it would be nice to have both sets, but I do know that because let's face it, I can't sell a kidney, even though like I would for that pencil set. I'm joking, by the way. But you know, it's quite illegal in the UK to sell a kidney, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to save it for it. Did you see I found them best in ELO Fantasy? ELO Fantasy. Emily Lederhall Oberg. Oh right, okay, no, I didn't. Yeah, the Lightfast can be sticky. Again, I think they're the same as the Luminance. They're a bit picky with what paper they like. So I found that in Leon's Journey, the English version, they were really smooshy and they blended really well together. But on like Hannah Carlson paper, for example, they can be quite sticky, and it's like, yeah, it's like blue tack sticking to your page every time you like colour with the pencil. So it completely depends. But on Maria Troller paper, they are amazing. Oh, in my Hannah Carlson group, tested 22 pencils and posted. When was this, Marie? I must have missed it. Like, I've been out and about this week, so I haven't been like reading through the chat, so to speak. I've just been kind of quickly scanning for completed pages. Don't think anyone read it. Won't do that again. When was it? Oh, I'm sorry I missed it. Like I said, it's just because I've been so busy and that chat is wild. It's great because like people do chat, but I would probably... Oh, yesterday. Yeah, we were quite busy yesterday. That's probably why I've missed it. So yesterday I had a hair appointment in the morning at 9 o'clock. And then I came home, got changed and showered, and then, well, I didn't wash my hair again, I just showered. And then I got dressed, and then we went to the cinema for 3:15. So, and then I didn't get home until 7:30, and then I was editing my videos. So I've not been that active this week. So I'll take a look, I'll scroll up and take a look and, you know, like reply to it and tell people to check it out, because that is definitely useful. But are you not part of Joe's collab, are you? Because there's a lot of questions. But what I might do, if you don't mind, is share that in the Fantasy World collab chat, because I don't think you're part of the collab. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a collab chat for Fantasy World. So to get it seen and for people to appreciate it as well, I'll pop it in there for you if you want. Okay, so this is the mirror coloured. Yeah, I think it would be useful. I mean, if anyone's in the chat and part of the collab, if you want to do that and pop that in the collab chat, that would be great, because I've still got to check Atlanta's page out after the stream and also Sarah's page out. But if you don't get round to it, it's fine. Oh no! Oh guys, no! I forgot to move my plastic. I've done that twice today. Oh, that's going to be harder to cover. Oh, and I really like that page as well. I've got acrylic marker, but I'm really sad. Might have to buy another book now. I might do it anyway, because like I say, this is going to be my page hopping, but I actually quite like the book. But yeah. But yeah, I want to do these pages neatly as well. It might not be like this week or this month, because it's still like £10. And I've got other books on my wish list, but I may have to get another book, because that's broke my heart. Yeah, I could have. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Print it, because I mean, it is only Amazon paper, innit? So yeah, ask my dad to print it off for me, if he would do that. So if anyone's got this book, could you please take a picture of the blank page? Pretty please. That'll save me buying a new book, but I don't know. I might do it anyway, or I might get a different volume. We shall see. I've got acrylic marker, so it can be fixed. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't either, Kim. I don't have a printer or a scanner, so anything I want printing, I'm like, Dad, can you print it off? Jess has coloured it. It's alright, it'll just be acrylic marker, I think. I have got acrylic markers, so. But yeah. No! Remember to move the plastic, Helen. Okay, it is 1:45. We have got time for one more prompt, I think. So let me just bring up my wheel. Come on, give me something good for the last one. Clown. Ooh. That'll be on the 10th page, won't it? So let's go back to my circus page where I coloured the drum, wherever that is. Yay! We've got a monkey clown and we've got a normal clown. There we go. I moved the plastic. don't know why the chat does this. That's the luckiest bleed through I've ever seen. From here it looks like you can integrate into the picture. Yeah, you can do. Yeah, that is true. Your next purchase is a printer. I don't think it is. I think it's another colouring book. So Gail says, hey Helen. Hi Gail. Hey everyone. But yeah, Chris, that's right. I could either integrate it into the picture. It's just it goes down the elephant's face there. Unless I colour the elephant pink. And then like it might cover with the like his bowl cover with glitter gel pen. And then like the background can be acrylic marker. That was cheeky, Helen. Yeah. You gotta be a bit cheeky sometimes, I think. I love being cheeky. It's a Christian Karen colouring book. Yeah, and I think Marie, you said you're not a massive fan of Emily's portraits, are you? McClock. Cracks me up when you see it. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I sang it. It was just a bit more cheeky, I think. Right, so Mr. Clown, we shall do his cut in red. Red. So we've got crimson. I want the deep vermilion. There's the deep vermilion. And then it's going to be, yeah, I think just them two. Or just fruit punch and tomato. I don't know. There's tomato. And where's my fruit punch? Fruit punch, come to me, fruit. I got it. There we go. Yeah, I quite like fruit punch. It's quite it's like an orangey red. Chris calls me McClock. That's funny. McClock. Like, I think if you had a YouTube channel, like, you'd have to have, like, the McDonald's kind of, like, logo, but with a clock, and then you'd be McClock as your, like, intro and outro. And then, like, your song is, like, the clock ticking. That'd be fun. Yeah, Auntie Chris, have you managed to get your issues with the internet sorted as of yet? Like, I'm missing your live streams, girl. You crack me up. Absolutely crack me up. But I do keep on, like, checking your channel. But I haven't seen anything jump out. But like I said, I've been a bit absent this week. That's an idea. Yeah. You know, like the McDonald's advert where it goes, I'm loving it. Yours could be McClark in it. Yeah. Momo is looking for the dog. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, he's a bit of a punk, is Woody. He likes so we've got the doors open downstairs, and if he like sees something that's not supposed to be in his garden, he'll go out and boff of it, like bark at it. We call it boffing. He'll go out and boff at it. If he hears like a leaf rustle in the garden, he'll go out and bark at it. If he sees a fox, you're done for. Like, you don't shut up barking for at least half an hour. We have to we get a lot of foxes around here. So we have to shut the curtains quite early on. So he doesn't see them. Because if he sees them, he goes sprinting outside. Barks the neighbourhood down. Literally. Really loud. But we can't shut him up because he really hates them. So we'll tell him to get in, we'll tell him to go in his bed, but he's got his hackles up and everything, like he really, really hates them. So we kind of just have to let him get it out of his system, and then when he's calming down, that's when we like tell him to come in and get in his bed and things like that. But honestly, it's really hard to get him to stop barking when he sees a fox. I would just try and avoid him seeing them, if that makes sense. Internet guy's coming tomorrow morning. Yay! And tell him, like, you're losing $1,000 a day because you've got no internet and it needs fixing today because we need your live streams back. That's really important. I'm joking. But yeah, like, I really do hope he can fix it tomorrow for you. And it's such a shame because, yeah, it's annoying when your internet goes down. Like, thankfully we've not had that problem anywhere that we've lived, but if we did have that problem, like, I can understand how frustrating it is. You are a very important professional content creator. That's what I would say to him. That is, I'm like, I really, Mr. Internet Man, I really need the internet fixing today because I am a super important professional content creator. My fan base is missing me, and, you know, I am also losing out on amazing comments from my fan base. And I can't do my giveaways. But yeah. Ah, can't you let your cats out where you are, Gail? I don't think I'm going to get this cat clown coloured in 5 minutes. We do need you, Chris. We do. So, like, we live in a little cul-de-sac where the dog doesn't go out on his own, obviously. But we do let the cats out on, and then they've... Actually, talking about this subject, so my cats used to be indoor cats because we used to live on a main road, and I was absolutely not letting them out on when we lived there just because the risk was too high. So they were house cats, and basically Joel, my big cat, he was like really overweight, and we didn't even like really feed him like Tadbits or stuff like that. But the vets always used to say to us, he's too fat, he needs to lose weight. And we were like, well, how can we do that? Because Tommy's skinny and, you know, like, it's hard to separate the food, la 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 la. And it was like, and they're like, oh, well, you know, you do need to separate their food ideally because Tommy can't lose any weight because he's the ideal size. Anyway, now that they go out, Joel's lost quite a bit of weight. So when we took him to the vets last, he weighed 7.2 kilos, which is big for a cat. That's fat. Like, it was fat. And then we took him to the vets on Friday for their annual injections and stuff, and puts him on the scale. And the cat is 4.7. Tommy was 4.2. Joel was 4.7, so he'd lost over 3 kilos, and the vet was like, is he all right? Like, you know, what's been happening? Has there been any sickness and diarrhea, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no, like, he just goes out and plays. And he's like, so he's actually just really active. I'm like, yeah, like, he's super active. So, And the vet said, ideally, we need him to put on weight. And I was like, whoa. I said to the vet for the whole time that we've been coming to you, you've been telling me that my cat needs to lose weight. Now you're telling me my cat needs to put on weight. I was like, wow, Joel, you're not fat anymore. So yeah, it was quite a shock. Like it looks like he's lost weight, but it was quite a shock to learn that he'd like lost 3 kilos. It was just mad. But yeah, like there's absolutely nothing wrong with him. He's just really, really active. He's out a lot. But where we live, it's really quiet. We live in a cul-de-sac, and then there's a park like just over the wall. So they don't tend to wander down to the main road. They tend to jump over the wall and go in the neighbours' gardens and stuff. So we're quite confident letting them out. And they come home, they check in. Like sometimes they're out all night because they don't come home. So, but then like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll hear a cat meowing at the door. And then it wakes me up. So I'll go down and let them in. Like, because that's what I do. It is. But mind you, that's been over. Sorry, this weight loss has been over 2 years. It's not just suddenly dropped off him. He has been slowly losing it because we moved in this house. It'll be 2 years this September that we moved in this house. So it has been over a long period of time. But 3 kilos is a lot. Right, so I haven't completed the clown, so I'm just going to go over a tiny little bit so I can complete this little clown, and then I will jump off after this because it is 2 o'clock and I have got a drink, but I am looking forward to getting another drink. I'm just slurping my pop whilst I colour the clown. Got to go out after this as well. I'm like, no, just got to run an errand, which it won't take me long, but I'm like, I don't want to. But needs must. Needs must. And it's Sunday. Like, Sundays are a day of rest. In my eyes, anyway. I'm back at work tomorrow, so I'm not looking forward to that. Boo. It's always hard going back after a while, isn't it? You are welcome. Are you on the gin, Helen? No, wish I was. Vodka's my tipple. Like Grey Goose vodka or Ciroc vodka. But that is my tipple. That's an idea, actually. Next week, I might just bring up a vodka and Coke. Why not? Why not? That sounds like a bunch of fun. Oh, hey, Adri. Literally wrapping up in a moment or so. Are you streaming at 2 still today? Came in late. That's okay. That is alright. I'm literally just finishing this clown and then I am wrapping things up for today. You got a wheat umbrella in your glass. Yes, you do. I love the little umbrella that, but vodka don't come with it. It comes with lemon, but it don't come with. It doesn't come with an umbrella. But I like cocktails. That's my favourite tipple, but they're just expensive, aren't they? Like when you walk into a bar, like it's like a tenner for a cocktail. It's like, whoa. What are you boys charging that much for? Doop-a-doo. Yeah. I know, Audrey. I'll be jumping on. I'm literally running to an errand, and then once I'm back, it won't take me long, but I'll probably be jumping in your live stream about 2:30ish, and I'll pop in and say hello, 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 and thank you for popping in. It's been lovely to see you here. Okay, I know I haven't quite finished him, but as RJ is going to be as RJ is going to be live streaming now, I'm going to end it here so you can hop over there. I'll just answer Jenny's question. These ZSEM glitter gel pens, yes, I absolutely love them. They are the best glitter gel pens I've ever bought. I did have the Calm Over Chaos ones, but these are just, they're so easy to use. They click in and click out. They come in a beautiful case. I've done a review on them on my channel, so if you want to have a look on my channel, I have done a full review of them. And with them you get a little swatch card as well. So this comes out, but you get a little bag of these little cards, and then you colour on that card and you just pop it in. So I don't have an actual swatch sheet because I don't need them. But yeah, it's they are great pens. If you're thinking of buying them, I absolutely recommend them. They were on sale on Amazon the other week, and they were definitely on sale for Amazon Prime Day. And you can actually get just a small packet of colours, so you can get like the colour families, so you don't have to buy the full set all at once. So if it's more affordable doing it that way, then I would recommend doing it that way. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up there, guys. So thank you very much for joining today, and I will see you. I'm pretty sure I'll be streaming next week. I don't believe I've got any plans, but as usual, I will just pop a notification out, so it'll either be streaming or not streaming. But yeah, I'm hoping to stream next week, and yeah, thank you all for joining. All right, love you lots like jelly tots. Bye.